Talon was ruthless. He struck with precision and force. In just 2 days, the entire Delacroix family's assets were frozen. 2 properties and all of Aria's father's shares. Talon was confident. He believed Aria wouldn't last long. When court officers came to seize their belongings, Amelia was so furious she ended up in the hospital, hooked 2 and 4. When she woke up, still indignant, she stormed Talon's company to cause a scene. But Talon was no longer who he used to be. Amelia didn't even get to see him and almost ended up in jail herself. Aria had to coax and drag her back to the hospital. Lying in the hospital bed, Amelia sighed heavily. "It doesn't matter if we lose our home, but your father still needs money for his case. Attorney Sinclair may help, but legal fees can't be avoided." Aria softly reassured her. "I'll figure out the money." Amelia, feeling both worried and sorry for her, handed over a savings book in the afternoon. It held over $1 million. Aria knew this was Amelia's retirement fund. She held the savings book tightly, her throat tightening with emotion. "I'll use this for now, but later." Amelia cut her off firmly. "I still have a small apartment in the suburbs. It's old, but it'll do. Focus all your efforts on your father's case." Aria nodded. After Amelia was discharged, Aria moved her into a temporary rental. The apartment was a shabby 50-square-meter 2-bedroom in an old neighborhood, a far cry from their once luxurious home. Amelia took a quick look around and settled in. Feeling guilty, Aria asked Skylar to find her 2 extra part-time jobs. Skylar didn't approve. "You're already overworked. Taking on 2 more jobs will kill you." Aria insisted. "I'll be fine." Skylar suspected Aria needed money desperately but didn't press further. She found her the jobs and even lent Aria her savings. Aria remembered this kindness. Every evening after work, Aria took on a shift at a restaurant. Though exhausting, it paid $100 an hour. Her good looks and piano skills made her a favorite with the manager. Aria ran into Xavier Ashford again at the restaurant. He wasn't alone. He was dining with a charming woman. Their interaction was professional but tinged with subtle intimacy. Aria wasn't surprised. A man like Xavier would never lack female companionship. She knew her place. When their paths crossed near the restroom, she merely nodded politely. "Mr. Ashford." Xavier frowned as he saw her. She'd lost weight. Her sharp jawline made her delicate beauty seem almost fragile. Knowing the rules of her high-end music academy, Xavier questioned her. "Miss Delacroix, are you short on cash?" Aria froze for a moment, surprised that Xavier would bother speaking to her. After a pause, she nodded. "Yes, I am." Xavier instantly knew this was Talon's doing. He didn't voice any indignation, merely letting his gaze sweep over her. Even Xavier, with his high standards, had to admit that Aria could easily earn quick money if she chose to. But seeing her work so hard at part-time jobs surprised him. Respecting her resolve, Xavier gave her a slight nod and stepped aside. Aria hurried into the restroom, and when she emerged, Xavier and the beautiful woman were gone. She thought, Xavier must be planning to indulge himself tonight.